referee was scandalous, absolutely scandalous. He allowed them to play to waste time all the way through. He's a disgraceful referee. This is.
It's a rainy day in Manchester, and I know lots of people will say it's always raining in Manchester, but I can tell you today, Saturday, it was beautiful, it was sunny, and it was raining in the south of England. So the cliche is not always true, but today is damp, it's wet, and is it going to dampen the quality of the match? City, of course, and Arsenal both played in midweek in the Champions League. Arsenal over in Atalanta, both drew. Does that mean this is going to be a cautious game? Arsenal came and got a draw last year. If they'd have won, maybe they'd have had that sign up there saying champions this year. Who knows? But whatever happens, it's a big game. Thanks very much as usual to M&M Artwork and Mirrors, to Timpson and to RRG Group for their support. And as much as anything, thank you for watching, really appreciate it. So as usual, I'm here to find out what the mood is ahead of the game. What's your mood before the game? You might be watching, well, you will be watching this after the game. What was your mood before? Has it changed afterwards? You're all right, thank you. And let's see who we bump into today.
Here we are, the big one.
Yes.
And it's wet. I mean,
liquid sunshine. That's what we call it.
What do you think today then? I mean, it's too early to talk about a title decider, but this is the biggest home game of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is so far. I think from an Arsenal standpoint, it would probably mean more to them if they were to win, more from like a belief standpoint, because they've not done it 4 years, and they've not done it through these years where they're trying to win the Premier League title as well. But City, they are class. They're so good at home. I think the conditions make it probably a more high-scoring game than it would have been otherwise. Tactically, it's going to be tight. There'll probably be 1 or 2 mistakes, but I think it's got the makings of a really good game.
Do you think the fact that both played in Europe, and particularly Arsenal playing away at Atalanta, is going to have any bearing on this?
I think it will do in some aspects. I think for some of the Arsenal players, maybe they are carrying a few tired legs or niggles and the like, but also it was just the nature of that performance for them in Atalanta. It wasn't as good as, say, maybe they would have hoped for. I think a point away from home in Champions League is good, but they probably would have wanted to win there. So I don't think they take too much sort of like confidence as such. And then for City, getting a chance to play at home, have an extra day's recovery, I think that will matter. But then the other side of the coin is after they play this game, they've got another one in 2 days' time, haven't they, against Watford at home. So I think it will affect it in some ways, but it'll also feel kind of like a one-off at times as well.
If I pushed you on who's going to win it, then who would you go for?
Do you know what? I've spent years thinking this is going to be tough, and games have been tough, but it's also so hard to back a team coming here. So I'm still going to go for City. A City win 2-1 would be nice, and if it doesn't end up being that way, hopefully it's a good performance.
I'm not so sure how this is going to go. Arsenal are getting really good at working out how to play City, but Haaland's on fire, so I give City the edge.
This is certainly the biggest game so far this season, isn't it?
It's a great game, yeah, and delighted to be here and looking forward to it all. Kind of have a foot in both camps, so don't want to go too loud on it. Be interested to see if City can break Arsenal down.
I'm wondering whether it'll be a bit of an anticlimax. Does it ever live up to the big?
The last few haven't, but I don't know. You're going to tell me Haaland's not going to score today? You're a brave man.
Nice weather for it. Typical proper weather out here today.
Do you think the weather will have any bearing on the game?
No, I don't think so, mate. Suits us all down to the ground. This kind of weather, nice slick pitch. Should be a good game. We hope it's a better game than last year. It's a bit boring, a bit negative from Arsenal. Just hoping this time we've got something better to break them down. We want an early goal really, and hopefully we can squeeze a win out of them.
How crucial is this game, you think?
Well, I think it's more crucial that we don't lose the game. We don't want to lose this game, but I do think we can win the game. If we win it and go 5 points clear, I think it just sends a little message out to everybody else really, especially Arsenal, who are probably the main contenders.
I reckon it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think Arsenal will take the lead. Kai Havertz from a corner, and then I think we'll dominate until half time. And then I think Rodri comes out and scores an outside the box top bins crossbar.
That's very specific.
Yes.
What makes you so certain that that's what's going to happen?
Because I just feel like it's just going to be one of those. Because we conceded first against Ipswich and Brentford, so I feel that we could concede first again today.
So if you're that good at predicting what's going to happen this season, is City going to win the league or Arsenal?
We're just going to win it by 2 points. Liverpool are going to be on 94, we're going to be on 96.
I hope you're right.
Same.
Not really thought about it much yet. As long as we win, that'll do.
So you just come to the games and let whatever happens, happens.
Well, can't do much else about it, can I?
What sort of mood or confidence have you got?
I'm not quite sure. It depends what team they put out. I think today, I think it'll be a tough ask with Arsenal.
When you say which team he puts out, who would have to be missing or in to make the difference?
Well, I think if Haaland's out and De Bruyne is in, Haaland's in, De Bruyne is in, got the usual ones, then I think we're okay. But if he makes changes, I'm not quite so sure.
He's not going to do that today, apart from injuries, is he?
You wouldn't think so, no. So, don't know. I'm not confident about a win, but a draw would be nice.
What about you?
I think we'll win today. I think we've full team out. I think Rodri's back. I think we'll win today. And I think we'll lay down a marker for everybody else chasing us, you know? That's
I
what
know it's
really
very
think.
early in the season. I asked Adam anew of this.
Yeah.
Is this a title decider? It sounds ridiculous to say, but this is one of the two biggest games of the season, isn't it?
They are the biggest game of the season, but I don't think it's a title decider by a long shot, because you've got to have some amount of consistency to make this a title decider this time now. I think there's a long way to go yet. And I tell you what, I feel quite confident today anyway.
Hoping to get a decent win this match. It was only 0-0 last season, but Arsenal played very tight. I think early in the season they'll probably come for it and it'll open the game up.
A lot of people said Arsenal should have been braver when they came here last year. Did they have a different attitude this season?
Early in the season they should do. They'd be ashamed of themselves, I think, if they don't come and have a go. Yeah. Brentford showed it, didn't they, last time, that if you have a go, there's something to be seen there. Yeah.
What's more important to you today? Is it a good result or a good game to watch?
A good game, I say. I like a good open game. Yeah. Good bit of attacking from both sides. Just a bit more from us.
Oh my God, this is it's a big. It's not a decider yet, but it could be by the end of the season. Come on, City, we can do it.
When title races are as close as this, sometimes you do look back on the games between the two rivals.
Yeah, even this early on. Yeah. So yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
Let's be positive then.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
City win really opens up a gap, doesn't it?
It does massively. It does. Brilliant.
Is that going to happen?
Yes, we are going to win. We're always going to win. Even when we was down in the bottom of the second division and we was rubbish, and at York, we was always going to win.
So here we are in the south stand where you're preparing for the game with a couple of banners here. So what we're going to see today?
The Pep ones mainly. It's the 1894. We're going to have some drop downs. I'm just helping, like all these people are. Just get the atmosphere going. Show the boys on the pitch what we think of them and how we appreciate them. So hopefully we won't annoy too many people if we've got a banner up in front of them or anything like that, which can happen.
And this is all financed by Binky's collecting on fans, isn't it?
Yeah, fans, it's all fans. Even fans from abroad that don't come to matches that will send money over, as well as obviously fans that help out in general. So it's not club funded, it's all fan funded.
Are you going to sing City to a victory today?
Not with my singing, but I might yell a few words of encouragement.
Do you think the Blues will win?
I hope so. I never guess. Never do score predictions, but we've got the quality. Keep the heads.
2-0 we say.
You seem very confident. What makes you so confident?
I just think that we're playing well at the moment. Haaland's on fire, they're scoring goals for fun. And I just think they come and defend, but I think we can beat them.
No Kevin De Bruyne though today?
No Kevin De Bruyne. I'm a bit disappointed Phil Foden's not playing. Might have been an ideal opportunity to get him back in. Yeah, I'm confident of the week.
I expect a different game than last year. Last year, for the 180 minutes, City didn't find a way to score a goal. I hope that City will win today, to put Arsenal 5 points behind. That would be great.
Arsenal were a bit cautious last season, weren't they?
Yeah. The thing is, like, they find a way to contain Haaland and the rest of the offensive players. But the fact that this year we've got two wingers that can dribble, and we go back to the original football of Pep. Last year when you had Bernardo doesn't go like on 1v1, he comes a lot on the inside. So with the fact that you have Savinho and Dogu, I think you can hurt them.
Just like last year, boring. Frustrating, I think, when you look at Arsenal's equaliser. They took advantage of Kyle Walker being out of position, but it's a fantastic finish, which I don't think you'd expect your goalkeeper to save. So, you know, that's a plus point for Arsenal. The second goal, I think, was a foul on Edison from Martinelli. Surprised VAR didn't overrule it. With the sending off now, I'm just expecting Arsenal just to basically park the bus and try and get away with a 2-1 win.
That Arsenal set out with a deliberate tactic to nobble Rodri. After 56 seconds they had him down, and then they had him down again in there. They're the dirtiest team we've ever played against, and I think I'm really glad that Trossard's got the red card, and I just want City now to come out and show those flaming Arsenal supporters what we think of them, because I hate games like that. I think it's one of the dirtiest first halves I've ever seen.
I must say that there's a lot of Arsenal fans as well in and among the City fans, aren't there? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that because where I'm sitting down there, I haven't seen that. But I think the tactics are deliberate, absolutely deliberate. And I am just so pleased that Trossard got the red card, and I hope in the second half we can come back and absolutely thump them.
Are you confident City will?
I think we've got a good chance because we've only got 10 men. I think we should bring Foden on, and I think Walker's not played a great game. But you know, we just got to get that ball to Haaland and get into. I think 1 or 2 long balls from Edison into Haaland will you know, open them up a bit.
Happy we've not lost, but I still feel Rodri was obviously a big talking point. Hopefully, touch wood, not a serious one, but happy in the end just to get a result out of it. Second point, we're top of the league, over to them.
A lot of controversy in that game, wasn't there?
Very dirty game, I thought. I mean, well, not maybe from us, but referee, I mean, 5 seconds and it's like there's a controversy straight away. It's too big for the referee, but don't blame me. Just happy we've not lost the game, to be honest. We've kept that run going, and that gives us confidence as well.
Not Michael Oliver, a shocker, absolute shocker from the first minute. I think he's one of our best referees, but he's had a shocker there. But come on, Blue Boys, Johnny Scholes.
It's typical Arsenal after last season, but the persevered and we got through. Like, 1 point's better than no points, isn't it?
That was sheer willpower, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's just perseverance, mate. Just moving back and forth, and then eventually got a breakthrough. But
is that what champions are defined by? Moments like that?
100%, like, against all odds, just keep going, don't you?
We got away with a 2-2 draw, but let's be honest, right? They absolutely mullered Rodri. They took him out from the first 20 seconds. We should have had a blatant penalty. He's gone off injured.
The referee was scandalous, absolutely scandalous. He allowed them to play to waste time all the way through. It's a disgraceful refereeing decision. And we've got away with a 2-all draw at a point. Yeah, that's why we're champions. That's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And we've got a point, but that's why we're champions. Come on, City! Come on!
Arsenal fans, you got what you deserved. You're cheering all game. You're cheering all of that horrendous anti-football stuff. You are a wonderful, wonderful football club with a brilliant set of players and what I believe to be a very, very good manager. And the way that you approached that game when you went 2-1 up today, even at 1-all, was embarrassing. How many injuries did you have in that game? I hope all the players recover well, by the way. I hope they're not in hospital overnight, all of them. Do you know, all 15 of them that played in the game, you know, everybody went down at least once. But City, we got what we deserved in the end. We scored a very, 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 very good opening goal. It was brilliant build-up play from Savinho, Haaland, brilliant again. Love what he's doing at the moment, Ian. And what we did in the end then was relentless. It was, you know, wave after wave after wave after wave, and it was frustrating and it was annoying. But I back my team to break any side down, even if you play anti-football against us, even if you're Arsenal Football Club, a pure football club that changed their approach to be a disgustingly time-wasting, horrible football side at City. We'll still get you. We'll still get you.
Well, that was a game, wasn't it? So much controversy. You could hear the passion of some of the supporters after the game, and I can't disagree really. I thought the referee had a shocker. I thought the way Rodri was pretty much assaulted early on was awful. I think Haaland was right. Arsenal did let themselves down, but it was a toe-to-toe. Neither wanted to back down. City didn't back down, and at least got the deserved equaliser in the end. I feel exhausted after watching that, and I'm sure lots of people here at the stadium felt the same way. You probably watched it on TV, or maybe you've been at the game and got home now, but whichever way you look at it, that was some game. That was the title race encapsulated really in 100 minutes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be at the Watford game on Tuesday, just 48 hours from now, or just over 48 hours from now, which by the way is a ridiculous decision, but anyway, it is what it is in the Carabao Cup. Thanks for watching, and even on the days when you don't win, but you watch a performance like that with great will to win and drive from the City players, hats off to them. They kept going right to the end, they wouldn't give in. That proves that it's great to be a Blue and not an Arsenal fan, that's for sure.